printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
What's up, brother?
Fellow Patriots, airborne. How we doing, Mike?
Good. How we going? How's it going, Woodman? How's it going, Patriots?
Hey, I'm ready.
Hey,
check it out. Let's all get ready, buddy.
Got the popcorn. You bought stock in that, I remember.
Look, it takes a lot of popcorn. We've been really watching a lot of stuff, you know.
Dead man walk in or dead man not talking. We don't know. Dead man tell no tales. The Epstein breakdown. Randy Robbins, we got a mod right here. Woodman and Mike. Randy, welcome. Woodman in the house. People are telling us here. Danielle, we got Danielle Bird in the house. Modding.
All right.
Holding it down. Thank you to all the mods being here. We love it. And to all the Patriots.
Great job. Great job.
So, interesting weekend. I did want to give an update here. New information comes to light on the whole Epstein thing. And just to break this down, so it was Friday night in a protective housing unit. He still was in protective housing. I know it's coming out that he wasn't, but here's something new. In the protective housing unit of the federal jail in Lower Manhattan. Let me turn this down. In Lower Manhattan, Jeffrey Epstein, the financier accused of trafficking girls for sex, was alone in a cell only 11 days after he had been taken off of suicide watch. So just, oops, let me get this here. Just that morning, thousands of documents from the civil suit had been released, right? So I did that video, the thousands of documents had been released that named some prominent people, providing lurid accounts of Mr. Epstein's sexual abusing scores of girls. So the article goes on to state the following. Mr. Epstein was supposed to have been checked by 2 guards in the protective housing unit every 30 minutes. But that procedure was not followed that night. A law enforcement official with knowledge of this detention center said. In addition, well, not this detention center, but of Epstein's secure detention area, his, protective housing. So in addition, because Mr. Epstein may have tried to commit suicide 3 weeks earlier, he was supposed to have had another inmate in the cell, 2 officials said, but the jail had recently transferred his cellmate and allowed Mr. Epstein to be housed alone, a decision that also violated the jail's procedure, the 2 officials are coming out and saying. So at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday, guards doing the morning rounds found him dead in his cell. Mr. Epstein, 66, had apparently hanged himself. The disclosures about these seemingly failures in Mr. Epstein's detention at the Metropolitan Correctional Center deepened questions about his death and are very likely to be the focus of the inquiries by the Justice Department and the FBI. Officials cautioned that their initial findings about his detention were preliminary and could change. The Federal Bureau of Prison has already come under intense criticism for not keeping Mr. Epstein under a suicide watch after he'd been found in a cell on July 23rd with injuries that suggested he had tried to kill himself. So, very, very suspicious still, to say the least. What do you think, Woodman?
Well, I heard scuttlebutt they found him in the fetal position. Now, how can you be found in the fetal position if you hang yourself?
Well, that was the first time, I'm believing, if I'm correct on this, because I've done the videos and I'm remembering the first time back on July 23rd, when the guard came down, they found him on the floor in his cell in the fetal position. And I guess there was stuff above him, like he had tried to hang himself. He had the marks around his neck. I don't know what tried to hang myself mean. Like, if it broke, his makeshift thing gave way. It didn't work. You know, it's like, if you can't, and I'm not no expert on this, but most things I've read and even movies portray, and movies aren't always accurate, but even just most people that try to hang themselves, after they do it, they struggle to try to get it free. They're, you know, it's a natural instinct to breathe, and you're going to fight for your life.
Right.
You know, it's like, I'm going to go drown myself. Go try. It's really hard to do, right? You can't, like, you'll naturally just come up and get air. It's hard to, like, hold your own head underwater and just drown yourself. So people typically step on a chair, they hang themselves, and then they're kicking the chair away as they're trying to get free, and then they die. He might not have had access in his cell like that, so he might have made a makeshift thing that goes around a bed thing that you just sit down, but you can just stand up and you're not gonna die. So it looks like he might have tried and then just was, you know, exhausted and hurt, but yet not dead, and then laid on the floor in the fetal position because, you know. So I don't know the extent. They're not giving us all those details, but that's a good point. So that rang bells with me too. That he didn't die. So it led me to believe that he might not have had. Go ahead.
You know, they rolled him out. From what I've been hearing, anyway, they rolled him out.
Not covered.
Listen, we don't see the pictures of
they got
person
pictures
being on a gurney.
They got the pictures.
I haven't seen them.
I've seen them too. Yes, those are floating around. I'll find them. Yes, those released.
I haven't seen.
And that's weird because they normally wouldn't show. I mean, just out of, like, why would he be uncovered? Gurney pics. Let me see here.
Well, I thought he had finally passed away when he was at the hospital, because he wasn't announced to be DOA. From what I've been checking out, I don't know. It's such a crazy thing. You know he's not dead. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Don't you think, as important as he is with all that money and stuff, that they take care of him? Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, they took care of him all right. They gave him his walking papers. I don't know. Oh, come on. It's just too shady. It's just too shady. I'm sorry, man.
I got some here, but I don't know if these are all of it or not, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to get this back up. All right. All right, there we are. All right, we got a good room. We're probably going to open up the phone lines here in a little bit. Not now. I'll let you know when. For the fact of, we're going to lay out all these facts here, just which are, I guess we have to say, facts, the official mainstream narrative. All right, but first we do have a few photos to look at and a few different things floating around. The same government that can't keep a key witness alive during suicide watch promises to keep you safe with more gun control. Here was the guard watching Epstein.
You know it. You know it.
Goes in a pedophile, comes out a swinger.
You know it. You know it.
Because he hung himself, right?
Great. Yeah, great headline. Great headline.
Shoot, let me see here.
All I can see is Weekend at
Killery's.
Oh, Killers. Yeah. All right.
Weekend at Killery's. That's hilarious.
I wonder if we'll ever find out just how deep the
unbelievable. The guard watching over Epstein was killed in a car crash tomorrow. Or a car accident tomorrow.
Yeah. That stuff happens to people, that's for sure. Craziness, man. Craziness.
All right, hold on here. I think I did. Dumb. All right, so I shut down title. Get this back here.
I think about gun control, man. You know, all those veterans that have PTSD, they're not going to be allowed to have a weapon. That's going to be ugly. How are you going to take it from them, you know? Wow. That's a lot of people. Once they get the veterans out of the way and get the Christians out of the way, it's a done deal. They've won.
All right, here we go, Woodman.
All right.
That back up. I got to do... Give me a minute here, guys. I'm just trying to get everything set back up where we were. I had it perfect. Bam.
Doing a great job, Mike. Doing a great job.
Oh, I just shut something down on accident, and that sucks, but no biggie.
So when are you going to hire a staff? Yeah. Oh, boy.
Ooh,
All right.
I got that big. Hold on here, folks.
There you go. That looks fantastic.
It's a little too big. All right. Now I can do this. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, back where we were. Okay, so Woodman, we were talking about. Let me get this pulled back up here. So Epstein was left alone. New information. So Jeffrey Epstein, the financier who hanged himself in a federal jail in Manhattan, was supposed to have been checked in on every 30 minutes, but we know that didn't happen. They actually skipped one, they're saying, or two, or what. So we do know that dead men tell no tales. What would be the advantage? So I said this yesterday, that either the official narrative happened, that he actually was able to pull this off second, or he was swept in by the actual good Justice Department that needs him for some. What do we know from like 3 or 4 weeks ago? He cut a deal. I did a video where his lawyer came out and said he'll name names, but he only wants to do 5 years. And everyone's like, oh, that's crazy. But yet he's going to name. So what do we know? Maybe, I mean, I've heard stories that his plane was rigged with intelligence, like British intelligence. He was working with them. They had like pinhole cameras. I mean, maybe he was able to say, I got 200 videos I'll give you guys from people flying on my plane. That includes prominent, people. So you could add a facet of the good, cleaned up, house clean DOJ. You got Attorney General Barr. He said something yesterday about they're going to be looking into this. They think it stinks. The FBI is going to be looking into it. That's the first thing you do in the witness protection, by the way, is to make the person look dead. I mean, that's what you want to do. I don't know why they would have wheeled them out yesterday in that gurney with no blanket over. They wanted photos seen. They wanted snapshots. They wanted people to be like, look, Epstein. Now, I don't know if his face looks so bad in the photo that I did see that it didn't, a hung person normally turns blue, eyeballs all, I mean, I don't know. You get blood clots and stuff. Then there was reports of the cardiac arrest, so I don't know if the hanging leads to the cardiac arrest. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you woke up to all this yesterday as well, right?
Oh, it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't understand how they can really sit back and think that we're too stupid to understand what's going on. Look, even if you were just okay, this guy was supposed to be like very wealthy, knew a lot of important people. Don't you think a person of that stature would have extra like care to make sure that they had whatever they wanted because they're like way up on the scale as far as knowing people, and you think they get really good treatment instead of like taking an hour cigarette break and letting him hang himself. I just don't I just don't understand that. I mean, when usually even when people have a lot of information like he had, what they normally do is, back in my day, is they would secure the individual, and he had round the clock surveillance, not with a camera, but with a person. So, nothing could happen either way. You know, I don't know, hate me all you want, but I really truly think either the deep state pulled him out or they just offed him. It's hard to say, when you
Well,
had
like I
that kind
said,
of money,
yeah, and he did
when you got that
offer,
kind of money and all that pull,
and he
gee
offered
whiz.
to rat. That's public knowledge. He came out. His lawyer said he's willing to give names, but he only wants
Right.
5 years, and it's like, whoa. So,
You never know. We'll never know. For real, we won't because we weren't there. That's the sad part about it, you know.
well,
Doggone it.
yeah, and yeah, I
The
mean,
proof is in the proof is in the pudding, man. Like you either see it or you don't. Sure, they roll this guy out on a gurney. What of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, was there anybody working on him while I was doing it, being transported to the ambulance? Like trying to keep him alive. Doing the CPR and stuff. Was that happening at the same time, or were they just rolling him on a gurney? Uh, it's to my understanding, he was pronounced dead after he got to the hospital, not DOA. It wasn't dead on arrival. So I don't know. I'm really confused. Well, I haven't seen that one video though, Mike. So I know you're going to show it later on. So,
which one? Oh, I'm messing with this still here.
well, where he's actually leaving on a gurney. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
That.
not a video, just a photo. I saw 2 photos or something. It just shows a sliver of his head. Like there's a guy standing, so you could just see him. He's dead. Like he's laying there looking up at the sky. Eyes are shut, and
Nobody's working on him. No CPR, no nothing like
not in
that.
the photo. I mean, there just looks like they're wheeling him out, but yet doesn't have the blanket draped over him either. So, like you said, was he not pronounced dead? So they don't want to put the blanket over him. Yeah.
Huh, I should have put the blanket over him and stuck it real tight so he wouldn't be able to breathe. I'm sorry,
man.
God. I apologize for that, man. Holy cow!
Wouldn't
Get
have
his
to look
taste of
sick.
his own medicine. Well, look, I made a comment on a different show about what they ought to do with Epstein while he was still alive. I mean, it was rather gross, but look, he deserves everything. That guy, I guess. I don't think. How can he be dead?
Okay, well, when you quit breathing, you
Shoot.
die. But that's,
Yeah, well,
we're saying, how can he be? So I told the story. I'll tell it again here. When I was in the military, on board the USS George Washington, Woodman, we had a guy by the name of, after all this occurrence, there was I didn't know him too well. I knew another guy that went to the brig at the same time, and it was the good buddy of mine, a really good buddy of mine, no names, but he got caught gun decking, so he didn't do his job properly. He cut corners. That's what it's in the Navy. He didn't follow procedure, got caught, and they put him to captain's mast. And he ended up going to the brig at the same time as this other guy that was from like the air department. We'll just say that. But anyways, his name was Sid. That was his last name, Sid. Or maybe his first name, but we ended up calling him Psycho Sid. He had kind of one wonky eye. When he looked at you, it'd be kind of shooting off, and not making fun of that, but it's just what he had. He had a wonky eye, and he ended up going to the brig with this other guy I know. And when this guy I know got out and was telling me a story about, man, when we were going in, when we got checked in, intake, this guy they had asked. They had came in. There's like people from all over the Navy coming into this low-level brig out in Norfolk, Virginia. It was like a low-level, third minimum level or whatever, but low-level crime. Anyway, they're like, anyone suicidal, anyone wanting to harm themselves. And this psycho stood forward and raised his hand. He was like, I am. And they said that they ended up hearing him in the next room over screaming, I just wanted special attention. And he was screaming that over and over. And they were taking, they didn't know what was going on until a week later, 4 days later, they release him into general pop. They come open the door one day, throw him in, and they're all like, Sid. And he was like, his hair was all messy. And they said they started calling him Psycho Sid from that minute on. You look psycho. And Psycho Sid stuck with him. And, but he said, yeah, they had him in like a rubber padded room, no shoelaces, no sheet. But I guess that's when you're on suicide watch. We're now finding out that Epstein wasn't. They took him off. So I guess if you try, now look, this is a treatment this guy got just for raising his hand and said, yeah, I'm thinking about suicide. Didn't try it, didn't do it yet. Epstein got caught trying to kill himself. So how do you get off in 2 weeks anyway? Or 14 days, 13 days, 12 days. Yeah, we think he's rehab. He should be fine. He should have a roommate at all times. That way the roommate can scream out that this guy's trying to kill himself. These roommates, these jail bunkies are going to scream out because they don't want to get accused of doing it. So, no, they broke that protocol. They broke the protocol for keeping him on suicide watch. Who gives that standard? Is it the, medical person at the facility? He's cleared. He ain't going to harm himself. What about this guy? Who cleared him? There's lots of things that don't add up. Woodman smells it. I smell it.
Well,
you guys smell
he
it
might
at
have.
home.
He might have been clear, but when whoever cleared him walked out of there with a pocket so big, man, in the back, bulging with money and all that crap. Come on, gee whiz. Yeah. Gee whiz. Standard used to be, but this was 40 some years ago. Standard used to be, and I know because we were involved in this. You get held for a minimum of 30 days for the 24-hour watch. And if during that 30-day period you had any kind of a dysfunction at all, any at all, then you go for an additional 30 days. And beyond that, they put you in the shrink house. They don't fuck around. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
But that's true. Now, how in the heck can, especially a man with all this stature, got all this money, knows all these people and stuff, how can you just all of a sudden not be monitored? Give me a break, man.
Yeah, they had like one job to do. We have a real high profile kind of case going on here, and the job, federal prison, one job, keep this man alive, and they could not do it.
That's bull hockey. That's bull hockey. Yeah, bull hockey. Well, all right, okay, here, look, okay, what kind of punishment do these guards get for not being on their post at a certain time?
Did
anything happen beyond that?
They will be fired, Woodman. Don't you worry.
Have you heard about it yet, or just nobody's even talked about that? I haven't even heard nothing about that part of it.
Well, the people that typically work at these prisons don't. Their bosses aren't in until Monday morning. It hasn't even been Monday morning yet. It's all. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, you're too funny, Mike. I'm sorry, man.
This is a weekend accident.
Yeah, a weekend accident. Oh my God, he hung himself. Oh no, he's dead. Oh no. Gets in the ambulance, gets up and has a cup of coffee. Sorry.
I gotta. No. Title editor. Do this too. Mm-hmm.
By the way, I've been really enjoying your shows for quite some time, Hot Rod. They're really tremendous, man. You are to be commended for all the extra work you do all the time. Just to let you know.
Thank you so much. All right, here we go. All right, so we are going to open up the phone lines.
All right. All right.
Take a few calls here from some of you people that maybe have some things to say on this Epstein, or your thoughts, or what you've heard. I know we covered some of the facts or official narrative, folks, as we have to say here. I don't know what's what in fact-wise. Important to be the case. Be surprised if he was dead. He has to be important to the case. Be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Either the deep state swooped in and took him out to get him out of there, to let him live, and we promised you the world, you're not dying, or it was a good government part of the a witness protection thing to get him out of there, because he is. They decided to go with the deal that he offered. I don't know if he's going to get only 5 years. That's what his lawyers are offering. They might have counter-offered and said, nah, we'll give you 15. Give us everything you got. Maybe if they don't already have it. If he's got something they don't have and want, and he's got, I got video proof of 200 people. I got, stuff on 230, but I got, video proof on 200 of them. And it's okay, we are interested. Who knows? Now we got to get you out of this prison, because everyone and their brother's trying to come at you. Like you said, a prison guard, who do you trust? Who can you trust?
Right.
All right.
Right. 202-505-5198.
Yes, it should be coming up on the screen down here, and I'll pause it so we can get that number up.
All right. Got a car accident tomorrow. All right. Good deal.
Yeah, there it is. All right, I paused the ticker, and I think I got everything on here.
There we go. I can see it down the bottom right there.
Yeah, 202-505-5198. If you want to call on in, pick up your phone and dial. I think I got everything on. Never hear anything about Orville Dam anymore. True. I also think U.S. Marshals is in control of him. I mean, hey, there is lots of great theories. I can sit here and talk for the next hour on just a whole little scenario I got beaming in my head, but like to keep it about something coming out. And I mean, some of these reporters anymore are doing good jobs, folks. I mean, not all. All right, let's see what we got here.
All right.
This is a Patriot Hour. You got Mike and Woodman on the phone. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, brother? Can you hear us? Nope, they hung up. All right, they just wanted to say what's going on. I heard them say what's going on. Don't be shy, folks. Call on in. Oops. Oh, new voice. I got to turn it back on. You guys are calling now. I forgot there's a delay.
All right.
Hello, this is a Patriot Hour. You got Mike and Woodman on. What's going on?
How's it going, Mike?
Hey, what's up now?
This is Jeremy Ross from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, have you called in before?
No, sir.
All right.
This is my first time.
Perfect.
I'm actually at work, second shift guy.
Nice.
Making aerospace parts.
Nice for
all right.
little government contracts and stuff.
Oh yeah. We do we're doing the B-52 parts. We do parts for helicopters, a lot of military jets.
Heck yeah. What do you think of this whole Epstein thing?
Well, Epstein was a transhumanist, right?
Yes.
That was talking about literally freezing his head and literally his genitalia. So if someone wanted to prolong their life forever because they're a Satanist, why would they kill themselves?
Wow. So you're saying he put a lot of money into this freezing himself and living forever. I know that's what a lot of these, you're right. That's a good point. Very good point.
Why would he go that far to do it? Now, it makes better sense that they would maybe put him into like a witness protection, maybe to make it look like he's, to get him off the radar or whatever, or get out of people's minds or whatnot. But as far as like hanging himself, that doesn't add up.
Yeah, nope, I agree, brother. All right.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I've been listening to you, watching you for over a year now, and I really enjoy what you guys are doing, and it's greatly appreciated.
Yep. Thank you so much. Call back anytime, brother, and keep up the good work. Sounds like you're busy there, on a little bit of a break or something, but keep listening.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you. Fantastic.
All right, phone lines
Thank
are
you very
still
much.
open, folks. We're just going to keep going to phones. As it rings, I'll answer. Can't tell you, however it works. I get letters all the times and emails. Hey, I tried to call in. I have not made it yet, but hey, let's keep trying is all we can say. Sometimes you guys overload it, and it's all right, but
Be patient. Mike doesn't have a complete switchboard.
yeah.
Be patient. Yeah, be
All
patient.
right. We got Florida.
Oh. All right.
Florida, you're on the line. This is Mike at the Patriot Hour. What's up?
Hi, Mike. This is it's Roy Davis. I go by Captain Roy D as my anon name, and I just wanted to call you for having such a good program. I've been watching you for a long time. I know a couple of your mods. You have a good crowd, and I just wanted to thank you and Woodman's there tonight and your whole crew. You do valiant work in the movement stronger for having you all on board.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What do you think of the whole Epstein thing?
I'll go with SB2 on this. I read his post last night. Yeah, I mean, he's in Chapo's in the cell next door. I mean, it's our best, secure facility, and then he's in enhanced protection on top of that. I don't know. It's obviously a hit. He didn't kill himself. I've heard a lot of the testimonies you have about the work there that have been there. So somebody killed him. It's white hats or black hats. So he was taken out. So I think that's the whole key. And I think we go back to the 60-40. Somebody was asking me about that not too long ago. I said a lot of this stuff, we can recognize what's going on. Is it false like it's not? At least we recognize what's going on, and at some point, down the road, some of these questions will be answered. At least we know that he was taken out. Is it a white hat? Is it a black hat?
All the finite details, right? Yeah, we'll have to wait.
Yeah. At least we're on top of it. We know that we can't buy this storyline. I think that's the progress the folks have made here.
I couldn't agree further. Thank you so much for calling in.
Just on a side note, I do have that second book. I was involved with our first Great Awakening book, but my second book is coming out here shortly, Spygate. That's one's going to be dedicated to General Flynn, and proceeds going from that book to General Flynn. A lot of us sent our money in from the first book to the Flynn family, but the second book that's coming out with our same author is going to be totally dedicated to General Flynn. I'll make sure you get a copy, sir.
Oh, I appreciate it. What is it again, Captain? What did you say, Captain Roy? Or
Captain Roy D. Yeah, I
D.
worked with Cyril Brain. I put together that first book, The Great Awakening book.
Wow, Cyril Brain 2 is awesome. I did some videos early on over Cyril Brain's
our whole
articles.
crew, Joe M's Plan to Save the World was the first chapter, and General Flynn, we got permission from his family to put in his digital army. It was our second chapter, and then Cyril Brain. We're just real proud of that book. It's done well.
Boy, I guess. Holy cow, I guess so.
All right, we appreciate it. Call back anytime, please do, brother. We appreciate
this
it.
is my first call. I don't call much. I listen all the time. I appreciate everything you all do.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great night.
Thank you.
Awesome. That was an awesome call there, Captain Roy D. Yes, Serial Brain 2, great stuff. All right, you guys keep calling in. We'll take calls all here for the next, how long we've been going, I don't know, but.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not worried about it. I got a little bit of time here. Oh, why am I missing? There it is. Ooh, got some super chats. Let me get on top of that. Jeff Stewart, thank you. Where we go when we go all. EO2 Dave, as always, $20. Whatever happened, it wasn't. They aren't telling us. Got another call here. Take this from the UK. This is Mike, the Patriot Hour. What's going on?
Hi there, it's Andy from the UK. Brexit here, obviously. Been following your channel since September when I woke up to all this. Very interesting what's going on lately,
Yes.
especially with our politics in the UK as well. This Epstein thing, it's not Epstein on the bed. That's Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony.
We face comparison. We've done it on our own Telegram page. We've got everyone else in on it. We've all confirmed that's Anthony Bourdain on the bed. The nose shape, the earlobes, the hair, well, not the hairline, the eyebrows is a match.
So
Definitely
the picture of him on the gurney you're saying is Anthony Bourdain.
Yes.
Okay.
100%,
Wow. Wow. Nice.
It's on that. I follow Seal Brain 2 as well. Their QComs weekend, suicide weekend, post 7:30. Do the sums, do the maths. It works out to the date of yesterday.
Wow. Okay. Do you say you have a Twitter? Did you say you had a Twitter page that you?
No, we're on Telegram.
Telegram.
Because Facebook keeps banning us for things we share on our government. So it's not just the USA. Obviously, we've been sharing stuff about USA because we do follow everything that goes on with Trump. We're 100% behind Trump.
Wow. You said
and we can start seeing effects happening over in the UK with our new Prime Minister.
Q post 7:30. You said Q post 7:30.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Wow. We appreciate it. Thank you for calling in all the way from the UK, folks. Call in again anytime. Okay. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, brother. Wow.
Thank
calling
you.
in all the way from the UK, folks. Again, EO2 Dave, Rycan 29, EO2 Dave. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. That was a great phone call there, folks. He's giving us post 7:30 talking about suicide weekend. And then he added up some stuff and it came to the date of yesterday. They do not need Epstein. It'd be easier to prosecute without him. True, could be.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know what they have. I know he offered up. That is a fact. Epstein offered up his lawyer. Now, his lawyers are getting lawyers. I read an article that his lawyers are getting lawyers. All right, we got a California call here. California Love. This is Michael from the Patriot Hour and Woodman. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Wow, I can't believe I got through. This is Jacob from Tracy, California. Been watching your show for a while now, and I just want to thank you guys for all your hard work. And I wanted to ask you, I've been hearing a lot about this LaRouche PAC, and it seems kind of odd to me. I was wondering if you guys had any knowledge about them and if they're trustworthy, if they're patriots, or what their history is.
I haven't heard any. What did you call it? The LaRouche PAC?
Yeah, they're all about, they're Trump supporters for sure. They're all about, getting us space, and, that's not really the main focus in my mind. But, yeah, man, if you haven't heard anything, I just wanted to see what the Patriots really think about them and see if they know anything about them. But other than that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your hard work. God bless you all, and God bless all the Patriots out there and everyone in the world. May divine light and love hit everyone and raise us up.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Call back anytime, brother. We appreciate it.
All right.
God bless.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you. God bless you. All right. Awesome. Nope, I have not heard of the LaRouche PAC. I'm going to look into them. I got it written down. This is why I love the call-ins. I got all kinds of stuff already here for the next hour worth of research. Have you heard of that, Woodman, at all? LaRouche PAC?
No, I haven't. No, I really haven't. And I've been checking a lot of stuff here lately. No, I haven't. I've never heard of them.
I haven't come across it, but... Oops.
Wow, if you guys, anybody out there wants to have a super good laugh, try and look
Hold
up.
on. Here we go. We got Michigan.
All right.
Michigan, you're on the Patriot Hour. This is Mike and Woodman. What's up? What's going on?
Mike, yeah, my name is Bruce, south of Detroit, and I heard that he was taken away in a van, handcuffed to a wheelchair, and the people in the van were dressed in fatigues.
Ooh.
That's what I heard, and I heard it more than once.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah,
Anyway, listen to you all the time, man.
Do you? How'd you come across the Patriot Hour? Just randomly a year ago or something?
I think it came up as recommended. You know how they used to recommend everybody?
Yeah, not anymore. Mm-hmm. We are definitely out of that mix.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Those were the good old days.
Well, you got any idea when Q is coming back?
The 8chan got, or 8chan and 4chan went down, or 8chan.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. That's the other thing I heard too, is that when Q gets back, he's taking out the other websites.
Ooh.
That's the other end of it. Because he They took him out, so when they come back, they're supposed to have their whole cyber thing working there, and they're going to take them out now.
Because that
when he
owner,
comes back.
the owner of 8chan, had came out and said that shooter's manifest didn't get posted there. Well, something got posted there, but it wasn't from the shooter, and that guy's got access to all everything happening. So they're asking him to testify in court. So I don't know if that'll be interesting or not, or come into Congress and testify in front of Congress. So okay, we'll keep an eye on that. That's great info. Taken away in a van, handcuffed to a wheelchair, and the guys are in fatigues. So.
And that was from a guard in the prison that they got that info from.
Wow.
So, but I don't know if it's true. I mean, a lot of the crap we hear is crap.
Oh yeah, no, we got something to look into, and that's what we do. And if we can verify it or get more than one person to say that, so we'll look into it. We appreciate it. Call back anytime, brother.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks for being there.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. All right, so that was another successful phone call. All right, phone line's still open. Let me see here.
Definitely great information there. Something to look at.
Everybody for all the super chats I'm seeing here. Got about 1,400 in the room, Woodman. It's a nice show here tonight.
All right.
All right. Lets us know you guys are getting the alerts. And again, we appreciate it. All right, here we go. Decaturville, Tennessee. Decaturville, Tennessee. This is the Patriot Hour.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, it's Jonna. You gave me a shout out the other day, and I told you I'd been trying to call.
Oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
And Jeff, is it Jeffrey?
It's John and Jeff.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. See, I remember. Sometimes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had been doing some research, and I had a couple of things I wanted to comment about.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was reading an article, I think it was from Brett Barb, that the Illinois public school teachers will now be mandated to teach LGBT history. Oh, wow. Now, with that being said, I have a close family member that is, same sex, she, her lifestyle. But I don't understand. I'm telling people they need to get their kids and homeschool them. And I know people think, I have a job, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Get your community together. It's better that you teach them 2 hours a day, because all the garbage they're getting indoctrinated with, they're better off if they're a little behind than putting up with all of this garbage. You have 1% of the population, and they want to tell us they're going to teach our children. I'm just telling you, this is a really slippery slope, and this is the instead of talking about red flags, this is what we need to be talking about. Why we have what we have going on. It's not the guns don't shoot people. They don't. You have to get the kid behind them, and there's a lot going on, and it's very frightening. And I'm gonna say one other thing, and I'm gonna let you go. Bernie Sanders claimed today that climate change is a bigger national security threat than Al-Qaeda or ISIS. Well, I just tweeted him back. I said, well, Bernie, we think you're more of a threat to national security than Al-Qaeda or ISIS, because you're stealing from us.
Yeah.
You're robbing us blind. You want them to be able to live, hell, I think we're probably supporting them. Really, you look at our deficit, we have more of a problem. These people are stupid. And they're evil, but it's just really to listen to these Democrats. And I used to vote Democrat. I wouldn't vote Democrat. I would crawl butt naked to town before I voted for a Democrat.
Hey, I wanted to add that I'm a member of the LGBT community.
Well,
which is liberty, guns, bacon, and Trump. Just so you know.
I got a good when I saw this on a bumper sticker today. My hero is a man who who's a policeman, and carries his gun. That's my hero.
Nice. Yes.
But,
Yes.
but anyway,
bless.
thank you guys for all you do, and I just I'm amazed, and you're just a huge voice, and I really I turned off all my cable at the business and all so I could help y'all, because I'm going to help these people that are really telling us the truth. Mainstream media, I have more respect for the dirt on the bottom of my shoe than I do those people.
Yes.
And but
Quite
anyway,
sure,
but
yeah.
thank you guys, and we'll talk soon. And thanks for taking my call. Okay.
All right. Thank you. God bless.
Okay.
And we'll talk to you soon.
God bless.
Thank you. All right. Bye. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. I think we're going to leave it
Fantastic.
right there, folks. And we might take one more. I don't know. I wanted to talk to Woodman a little bit. That was awesome. Great set of great group of patriots right there, folks. They send stuff to the P.O Box frequently. How am I hearing that? Oh, it's on the
Got
computer.
to call in.
Yeah, but it's on. Well, Oregon, you're on the phone. I was not going to take any more, but we'll take one more. What's going on?
Okay, perfect. Hey, I've been listening to you guys, and I just wanted to know if you watched Serial Brain, that Epstein is alive and being taken care of.
SBT. Now, is it his article that he put out? Because I don't know if he does videos, but other people do.
Yeah, no, it's a video. It's And We Know is the video.
And we know. Okay, I want to check that out. Thank you so much.
But
and-
yeah, Serial Brain too, and they said he's alive, and Trump confirmed it with his tweet. And
who's a good channel? In We Know, you said? In We Know?
And We Know, yes.
Okay. Who used to do Serial
Or
Brain
Serial
2?
Brain
I
2.
used to do Serial Brain 2 articles. They were a little...
War Drummer used to
Yeah,
do it.
what happened to him?
Weeping Angel used to do it. I don't know. Well, there was something that happened, and he was ready to grab arms and go fight. I forget what happened, and it seemed like after that, he didn't do Serial Brain anymore.
War Drummer, that happened to him? So he went from War Drummer to Wartime Drummer. Okay. No, wow. And then the other guy, Weeping Angel. I remember when they got banned, but they came back with Weeping Angel 2, and I think they're doing okay.
Yeah,
I thought I still
she's
saw
still
them.
doing. Yeah,
Okay.
she's doing okay, but she doesn't do Serial Brain. I think he's pretty picky about who he does deals with. I don't know.
Okay,
what the deal
well,
is. All I know is I look for Serial Brain too, and they
well,
said
that was
they
my
had him,
real quick. That was my issue, right? I did a few Serial Brains, and then people were coming on my channel, and the comments were, "Why are you doing this? This is War Drummer," and I'm like, "You're stealing his material," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." I didn't even see the war, and then there was a few times I actually got videos out before War Drummer of the same ones that he would do, and people, because Serial Brains 2 articles has lots of little links for the photos to go look at, so I'd grab all those photos, and that's what would be in my video, and then be the same videos in anybody's Serial Brain 2. I was tired of getting harassed over I was stealing somebody's, and Serial Brain 2 had came out way back then with a really great article that said, I love the YouTube community and for the freedom movement, that I want my videos to be made, and everyone has their unique style, so go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So he was fine, but then I had other people I'd make videos over their Twitter feeds, and I got a strike over it one time. They're like, "You didn't ask," and I was like, "I didn't know. I'm sorry," and I won't do it again. But so I don't do that anymore.
But it came out today, and this morning actually, I was so glad to see it, and that Trump confirmed that Epstein was alive, and they took him away.
Wow. So I have to check that out. Serial Brain 2.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, Serial Train. I think it's And We Know. I'm not sure if I think it is And We Know.
You've seen the Patriot Hour before? Is this your first episode here tonight?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I found you guys over a year ago, and I've watched you through the whole thing. Nice. You're one of my guys on my list that I watched.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, we appreciate it. All right, you're our last
All
call for
right.
the night. We'll see you or talk to you soon. Call back anytime. We appreciate it.
I sure will. Have a good one.
All right, thank you. Good night.
All
God
right,
bless.
fantastic.
All right,
Fantastic.
folks, that was it. That is the last call for sure. Let me see here. Woodman, what do you think, brother?
Huh.
What do you think about some of the
Well,
stuff we heard?
Now I'd like to check out, the information we just got. That's fantastic. I did see somebody made a comment. See if I wrote it down real fast. J.W. Eddings knows about the LaRue's pack. Just to let you know.
Okay, I saw that. And he actually spelled it way better than what I had written down, how I spelled it. So I wrote it down based off his. Yeah, he said he had heard of them, and they are in his city in New York. Is that what he put?
Right.
Yeah,
correct.
That's what I saw. So I do see some. Wow, folks. Lots of great things here. Q post 730. Let's take a look at that real quick while we're all here together. Note, when Q returns, we will get the post. Avoid 8chan and ZeroNet as per Code Monkey. All right, I want to go to post 730. Truth to Power and John Perry Barlow markers. Okay. How's the bunker these days? You will cease to exist. Truth to Power. How's the bunker these days? 14 live. Hello. I don't know what that had to do. I thought that guy told us Q post 730, but that's not seeming to line up with what he had. He might be using a different queue. There's a few different sites that have the different numbers. Like 730 is something different on some other sites. So I don't know if he was using the actual QMAP pub. I should have asked him that key detail. You guys can't see anything here anyway. All right, there. Yeah. That's going to keep coming up. There's too many of you texting. But I was looking at post 730, and it had nothing to do with what that caller had told us. So, info accelerated with Epstein 187 fake news push. Jason Sanchez. Lions Republic is a cool dude. Yes, he is. I need to get in touch with him. I got a list of stuff. We're supposed to get in touch with Patriot. A couple different Patriots. My bad. All right, I'm looking at stuff. All right, phone lines off, folks. Don't waste your time or energy calling. Unless you want to leave a message, go ahead. I know the little thing I left on there says keep calling back, but we are down right now on it. So Woodman, new news. Epstein was left alone is the official narrative now. Somehow, some way, he was taken out of the prison, either dead or alive, one or the other. I mean, what do you think?
The whole thing is definitely out of SOP, standard operating procedures. The whole thing just smells like a dirty rat, kind of like Baltimore dirty rat. Anyway, sorry I had to squeeze it in there a little bit.
A little Trump humor there.
Well, look, man, yeah, this Epstein thing, holy cow. This is really, I just don't know how far the fake news is going to have to spread that, you know what I mean? Or how they're going to actually spread it heavy duty, like he's dead, Cheryl
Pakula, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, God bless. The super chat. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I've seen your name here before. You're not new. You've been here. Thank you, Michael, for taking my call. Jana, there she was. She was just up on the screen as well. So, getting your name on this Patriots chat box, you just got to post to the YouTube down below, and randomly it'll come up. I have no say. I think it's like every 8 seconds it just grabs one. So, it doesn't get all of them. But,
all right.
Donna Lester. All right, let's shut this down. Woodman, any final words to the Patriots here? We'll be back sooner than later, probably midweek for another live show. We're going to make sure we try to at least do the one a week, if not more, 2 a week, if we can squeeze one off. But what do you, any words to the Patriots?
I, not trying to sidetrack anybody, but I have to share this. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life is I checked out the Democrat and Socialist Convention. Uh, they have guys going like this, like you can't clap because it gives me it messes with my head, and I sometimes I lose my balance or whatever they might be saying. You've got to be kidding me! And they were all about like Democrats. We need this socialism. We need it real bad. And they were all like on board. Problem was the size of the crowd with the measuring the volume noise of reactions. There was a smaller crowd than when President Trump has this little tiny speech or whatever, releasing information on the White House lawn. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, if you want to joke, look that up, people. Not trying to get everything sidetracked from Epstein, but I do know this thing about Epstein. Remember now, I was an MP and I did a lot of security stuff. Now, this thing they're trying to pull off is just so far out of context. They have a thing called SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, and they have to follow that to the letter. There is no excuse. There is no, I was gone for 2 hours smoking a cigarette. That does not happen, people. That really doesn't. So I don't know why they're trying to blow smoke up our butt. The veterans now, we know better. We've every one of them. I don't care if it took out the trash, seen enough of this crap to know what's going on. Holy cow, Batman! It's terrible. It's terrible.
I agree, brother. It's
But how do you prove it? I mean, like really not. Like Mike, you and I, our hands are tied. How do we prove anything about it?
We don't. That's the whole thing, folks. We can't. We don't. We can only wait. We can only keep moving forward. People are like, this sucks. There ain't gonna be no justice. All right, well, we'll wrap this up. I'll say a little bit here on the closing for that, Woodman. Again, brother, appreciate you being here tonight, and we'll do it again soon. And thanks all Patriots. Sorry, I was there. I gave it off.
Yeah, well, I missed you had me froze up there for a second.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So again, folks, Woodman here tonight. It was awesome. We don't have to. What can we do? What can we believe? Well, like the one guy said, the official narrative. What can we believe in? Well, we know that if somebody wanted them to look dead, they sure did the job. They blasted it. They wheeled them out. Was it a deep state maneuver? Is it somebody had just said a dueling? Is this dueling deep state versus the good guys, the white hats versus the black hats? And maybe we pulled one on them, making it look like he died. So they give up. So they quit trying to kill him. And now, you can go on and on. Maybe he's out in, some cabin with 3 or 4 actual, Secret Service or FBI government agents. Maybe he's on his way to, just a really secure location so he can, do the deal of a lifetime like he got last time. But this time it's, to really, really help. And he's not going to get 5 years. He's going to, I don't even want to speculate, folks. We don't need to. We just need to wait for more facts to come out because that's really about all we can do. More to this story will come out. We'll understand a lot more here, I believe, in a short amount of time. As far as all the victims, I mean, they said when they came out that day and showed that FBI folder or that picture with the number, if you know this guy, call. They got another 15 people calling in. These are people that were around the country that were scared. They were victims of Epstein in some way, shape, or form. They were scared. This is a free billionaire, a guy that never went down. Even when they would think about being a victim of this guy, never have coming forward, hoping that he just forgets about you. And, if you wanted to come forward, but you just see this guy kind of go down in 2007, but not really. And it just seems loopholey every time you hear about this guy, and he never really quite goes down. And you know that's the power of the billionaire dollar and who you are and who you're connected with. This guy is wanting to rat and give names. And now he appears to be dead, possibly. That's the official story. So the conspiracy or the alternative is that he didn't die and he was taken out by or ripped out of the prison by the deep state, and they wanted him to kill him or to keep him alive. I don't know. Or it was a facet of good people, white hats, that got him out of a situation where he wasn't, they heard of a hit coming down on him, so they got him out of there. And this is safest for him until things are over. Maybe mass arrests are getting ready to start, and they didn't want to have any chance of him getting off while this huge storyline's playing out elsewhere. There's all kinds of things I've seen, read, just can't verify them all. So we can talk about them all day long, but we have to wait a little longer. All right, we're going to shut this one down. Again, thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for the phone calls in. Folks, you are the greatest patriots a fellow ever did meet. We appreciate it. Me and Woodman, it was a great show tonight. Look forward to another one midweek, hump day, Wednesday. We'll do something here for sure. Live show around the same time, 7 o'clock or so, maybe 7:30. All right, take a look down below, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. That really helps beat the algorithms on your way out of here. All the links are down below for the PayPal and the GoFund. We really appreciate all the donations and the super chats tonight. Thank you all, and God bless each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour Update video. Have a great evening. Never give up your freedoms and liberties, no more than what we already have. We keep walking us into a, give us this, give us that, just a little more. Can never get it back, folks. These are idiots. It's hard to get things back from idiots.
And so it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.
Fight for what's right. Fight